Indy Mogul.
Hey Indy Mogul, Zack here for Backyard FX, the show where I show you guys how to do awesome Hollywood special effects on a backyard budget. Today, on the series finale of BFX, I'm going to show you guys how to do an awesome Death Eater mask from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Alright guys, so I'm back at Ralis studio in downtown LA because I've never done a fiberglass mask before. It's actually really challenging, and he offered his help again. So, of course I'm going to let him do it because he's a pro. So, Ralis, how do you plan on doing this build?
We're actually going to sculpt the mask in clay.
Cool.
And then we're going to make a negative mold in plaster.
Kind of like how we did last week.
Yeah, that's kind of why we did it last week.
All right.
Kind of like foreshadowing.
Nice.
And inside of that, we will cast up a positive fiberglass mask that's rigid and, custom to your skull.
And it's one of a kind.
It is one of a kind, and it's exact duplicate of what you've created.
Cool. And then how much is this going to cost?
It's going to cost $100,000.
$100,000?
Because you need a studio.
How much would it cost for backyard effects?
Okay, actually for backyard effects, it depends on how much stuff you have lying around.
Okay.
So it could be anywhere from $30 to $50.
And because we have the price already set, no wheel again. Sorry, guys.
What? Oh, that's bullshit.
No. Okay, I know.
My one job. This is the last episode.
I know it's the last episode.
No, I don't have anything after this.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I mean, the new Muppet movie's coming out. I don't have a SAG card or anything.
You don't need a SAG card to work in LA. I don't have one.
I have a SAG.
You have a SAG card? We'll be fine. We have a plan.
What do you mean a plan?
We do have we have a plan.
It's loose.
That's bullshit.
Cheap white mask, plaster of Paris, ceramic clay, metallic makeup powder, paste finishing wax, Bondo, fiberglass matte, fiberglass resin, crystal clear, metallic finish spray paint, sculpting tools, brushes, sponge, and a rag.
This build's difficulty level is 10.
Simple time lapse. Woo!
The first thing Ralis did is he took the mask and planted it down on a board using clay so it wouldn't move. He basically filled the inside where the mask was going to be with clay. He also placed some clay on the inside of the mask in the nose and mouth area. When he had enough clay down, he smoothed it out using a sponge and water. Then, he added more clay on top of the mask and sculpted the design. Now this is where all your detail is going to come in, because what you mold with this method is what you're going to get. So you need to make sure your design is exactly what you want. Ralis used everything from traditional molding and sculpting tools to his fingers and water. Once the design was done, he did a coat of crystal clear over the entire thing. While that was drying, he mixed up the plaster of Paris in a bowl, and then he painted it on with a paintbrush. You use a paintbrush for the first layer to really get it into all the creases, because if you have an air bubble on this, it'll mess up your mold. Towards the end, he was able to use his hands because the plaster starts to harden and become more like a clay substance. Once that's dry, Ralis put the paste wax into the inside of the bowl and then buffed it out. This is part of the releasing agent for when he does the fiberglass later. He does 3 layers of this, buffing for the first 2, and the third layer he doesn't buff, he just puts the layer of wax. Now, before doing fiberglass, you want to make sure you have long sleeves, gloves, and face protection. The first step to the fiberglass process is a Bondo layer. Half a small cup of Bondo and half a cup of fiberglass resin, and then he added the catalysts for each and mixed it up. Once it was mixed up, he poured it into the mold, and then moved the mold around to get an even layer throughout the whole thing. He didn't even use all of it, he poured some of it out just to make sure it was all going to be the same thickness throughout. The next step is to add the fiberglass layer. Using fiberglass mat, Ralis basically painted in the resin with the fiberglass into the mold. He did about 3 layers of this. When that was done, it was time to take it out of the mold. You want to do this very carefully so you don't damage the mold. Ralis used a utility knife to shave off the edges so it was easier to handle. After that, using everything from sandpaper to a screwdriver to a Dremel, Ralis smoothed every edge and opened every hole in the mask. You need to be patient with this because you want your mask to look the best. Last step is the painting. Ralis did a single coat of silver spray paint over the entire mask. He applied paper designs on top of the mask using Easy Tack. You don't want to use normal glue because you want to be able to take this paper off. Once the designs were sat, he did a single light coat of black paint as well as a coat of bronze, and then slowly took off the paper not to disturb any of the designs. Once that's dry, Ralis drilled into the side of the mask right above the eye for the elastic band. He tied those in, and he was done.
And there you have it, a really badass fiberglass mask. I mean, okay, so what are some alternative techniques for like the painting?
Well, you could paint with acrylics
Yeah.
if you wanted to. You don't have to use like a spray paint. You can use any colors that you like.
Yeah.
Also, if you use this mold and you don't intend on using it for fiberglass,
Yeah.
plaster is great for doing latex as long as you don't wax it first. So you
That's
can make
right.
a flexible latex mask.
So you could make a latex appliance from this mold.
Well, more of a mask than an appliance, but yes.
Now, safety, because I know fiberglass, it's literally glass.
It is literally glass,
Yeah.
so you want to make sure that when you're ripping and tearing the fiberglass mat itself, you wear gloves, long sleeve shirts, and a dust mask for that.
Yeah.
But the real danger is actually in the fiberglass and Bondo resin, because it's a polyester resin. It gives off noxious fumes. So you
right.
want to wear a respirator and work in a really well ventilated area. Outside's really good, in the driveway, the backyard.
Yeah.
Lay out paper. This stuff sticks to everything like glue. So wear gloves, protect your work area, and make sure you have proper ventilation. These techniques can be applied to anything. You can make fake guns, grenades.
That's right.
So all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. On unrelated news, Ralis and I will be doing a DIY show in the future.
It's actually something I've thought of a long time ago and
Yeah.
wanted to do and met you, and then
It works.
you
perfect.
guys like the idea, so.
So we're going to be doing it, so look out for more information on that in the future. See, I told you we had a plan.
That's bullshit.
He never listens.
It smells like cat poop.
There you go.
Hopefully it's me. Wow.
Well, guys, that is it for the final episode of Backyard Effects. I mean, that's it. There's no more. This is it. This is the series finale. And I want to thank you guys for being the best audience ever. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to, help me through and help me be able to have fun. Because that's all this really was, is a lot of fun. And I really hope you guys continue to watch us as we do filmmaking and just do what we want to do. I mean, we had a lot of fun doing the show for the last year. It was a blast. I got to make a lot of stuff, got to meet a lot of great people. And I got to thank Eric for giving me a chance and giving us a chance to do this. Because, I mean, without him and him creating the show 4 years ago, I mean, none of this would have been happening. So thank you, Eric. Seriously, thank you so much. And again, thank you guys. Please, please, please just keep doing what you guys want to do. I mean, me getting this job, us being able to do the show is just proof that if you really try to do something, you can do it. It doesn't matter what it is. If you like it and you're going to have fun doing it, then do it. And that's it. So, join us at the end of the month. We've got a cool series finale narrative type video that we shot with Eric. If you guys want to be part of that, go to this video right here. And, it's Eric. He's going to be asking you guys for help for that final video. So please check that one out. And as always, if you want to see the newest episode of Backyard Effects, go to this video here. And that's it. So I will join you guys with the Awesome Directors Project next month. So please, thank you again. I don't know what to say. I really do have nothing to say. I'm kind of speechless. It's the last time we're doing this. So, okay, everyone say bye.
You're wrong! Eric wasn't better. And fire.
Bye, guys.
Hello everyone. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me onto your computer screens for the last year or so, and catch you on the flip side. It's been a blast.
Guys, I'm so proud that I was such a big part of Backyard Effects. It was one of the best times of my life, hanging out with my friends and showing you guys cool things. Thank you guys so much for enjoying the work. It was as much fun making it as I'm sure it was to watch it. And you know, I love you guys. I do. I love you. I love you. That's it. That's it.
See you guys.